And now, we bring you the following live press announcement from D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser. Our regularly scheduled program will resume following the announcement.
2. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
How we left? Can audio's good? The levels? We lost some of the tone, some of the bass. Oh, I'll do this. We can do that. But then again, Dave and I talk differently.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Better? What you want to pay, bro? No more Hobbit voices. King of the Hobbits. We look good and sound good, yeah? You want to get a balance right quick? What's the camera guy's name? We have too much trouble. We need take some trouble out. Give us some more bottom, please. 1. Working on it. Working on it still. Let me know when you're ready, David. Hart. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Better, yes? We're perfect, David. Thank you. You want to balance real quick? For sure. We're doing a mic check for network, for one of the crew guys. 1. Let me know when you're ready. Nice. Snow's coming down sideways. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're good, WJLA? Thank you. Perfect. Yep. All right. We're done here. I'll give you a heads up when we have eyes on the mayor, but Sean will be your count-in person. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And now, we bring you the following live press announcement from DC Mayor Muriel Bowser. Our regularly scheduled program will resume following the announcement.
Good morning. I'm Muriel Bowser. I'm Mayor of Washington, D.C. I'm joined today by members of D.C. SNOS team, DPW Director Christine Davis, Deputy Mayor for Public Safety and Justice, Chris Dieldart, Deputy Mayor for Operations and Infrastructure, Lucinda Baber, who of course are representing the men and women of D.C. SNO team, along with Director Everett Lott of DDOT. Last night, we announced a snow emergency that went into effect at midnight and will stay in place until 7 p.m. this evening. We will announce later in the afternoon if we need to extend the snow emergency to permit our crews to do continued work. We now know that the timeline of the storm started later and it will continue later than we anticipated last night. And the latest forecast from the National Weather Service predicts that snow will continue to fall until about 2 or 3 this afternoon, with the heaviest snowfall expected right now. Crews have been out in the district since midnight, focused on salting and plowing roads. Having the snow emergency in effect allows those teams to plow the snow emergency routes from curb to curb. I can't emphasize enough right now that you should stay home, stay off the roads, allow our crews to work, and protect yourselves. The roads right now are very slick, in some places hard to pass, and we need our crews to be able to work to get to those roads. So please stay off of the roads. If you are parked on an emergency route, you need to move your vehicle right now. Move your vehicle off of snow emergency routes. The snow emergency routes can be found at snow.dc.gov. In addition to the snow emergency, we are in a cold weather emergency alert, and we're asking to make sure all of our unsheltered residents get help. You can assist by calling the shelter hotline or 311 to request transportation to a shelter for neighbors experiencing homelessness. That phone number is 202-399-7093. I can't emphasize enough how important it is for people to get off the street in these conditions. DC government is operating in a telework posture for non-essential or non-emergency personnel. While all in-person programming has been canceled for the day, virtual work continues, and you should check in on those appointments and online services. That said, we do have some important changes to our operation. First, last night, we initially thought that we would be able to operate some COVID testing today, but given that the storm is going to be continuing later in the day, we've had to cancel that COVID testing for today. Secondly, we announced last night that our return to winter break operation plan for DC Public Schools is sliding 1 day. Staff will now administer and report their tests tomorrow. They were scheduled to be in school today to pick up and administer their tests today, but that is being pushed to Tuesday. And DCPS families, likewise, can pick up tests Tuesday or Wednesday, test on Wednesday, and report to school on Thursday. And finally, any resident who is interested in helping neighbors, especially our seniors, shovel sidewalks and walkways, please sign up for Serve DC's volunteer snow team. And you can go to snowteam.dc.gov to handle that. So with that, we will take a few questions. Yes.
Hi. I know the school opening has been delayed a day right now. It's an unusual circumstance. But in the future this winter, as we have more snow, Will there be traditional snow days, or will school just go virtual now on snow days?
I believe we had one experience in last winter of a snow day that would have been a snow day, but we made it a virtual day. So I actually think I'll defer that question to the chancellor for DC Public Schools, and I think there is a precedent for it being a virtual day rather than a off day.
So it's sort of a case-by-case decision?
No, I'm not saying that. I just don't know where he's landed.
Thank you.
Just curious, because I thought earlier today at some of the fire stations they were handing out kits. You're saying that's stopped?
I don't think they were handing out kits earlier today. I don't think so.
I heard that. I
Okay.
In any event, so
They were only scheduled to start in the afternoon, and that's when we thought that the snow would have stopped by now, and our crews would have had an opportunity to get out and clear some roads and sidewalks. But that the snow is going to last a little bit longer, it appears.
so the rule of thumb basically is everything moves back a day. Is that essentially what your message is?
Well, there are some things that were going to happen today that will move back today. In particular, the pickup of tests for staff and students at DC Public Schools. That's going to move back a day. Also, our trash collection is sliding a day. I think people are used to that schedule when many of our crews are assisting with the snow cleanup.
Anything else? Also, on the student testing, some of these students who are tested on Wednesday will end up testing positive. What's the procedure for those kids? Do they get another test to test negative before they come back to school?
They will enter at that point of a negative test into DCPS's quarantine policy, which is 10 days.
Just my only other question here. We haven't really had this kind of snow in a while.
I know.
So, I mean, how does the city stand? I mean, it looks like the Salt Dome's pretty full.
It is. So why don't I turn to our DPW team to talk about where we are with our supplies. And we're also joined by the city administrator, Kevin Donahue, if there's anything else to add. Christine?
Thank you, Mayor. As you noted, our salt domes are full. We are prepared for this snow season. It's been quite some time since we've had a substantial snow, but as I stated before, we prepare for it year-round. So we are ready for the snow. We're ready. We have sufficient supplies. We have brine. We have salt. We've got ample equipment and drivers to help us plow the streets and salt streets.
The main roads first, and how does that fall out?
Normally, we do both main and residential at the same time. But because of the heavy bands of snow that came in and dropped a lot of snow in a short period of time, we're focusing right now on the main thoroughfares to ensure that we make them passable, and then we'll work our way into the residentials. Thank you.
So key message to your point, Sam, stay off the roads. That's the big thing. The roads are very slick. We need our crews out. We have a lot of snow coming in at the same time. Get information. This is a heavy snow. We have been in contact with PEPCO to ensure that they can respond if necessary if we have outages. We don't have anything remarkable to report on that front, but follow all the precautions that you normally would to prepare in case of electricity going out. Charge your phones. Be mindful of using candles. Actually, don't use candles. Use generators properly and the like. And of course, check on your neighbors. Third key point we want to emphasize is that our winter break plan to return to school is sliding one day. You won't be picking up tests at schools today. That begins on Tuesday. Wednesday, you test and report. Thursday, we go to school. All right. Thank you, everybody. Be safe.
We now return to our previously scheduled program, already in progress.